Hello, this is Arcades, and welcome to a bit of a tips and trips video here on Stormworks Build and Rescue. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at a little bit of fishing. I was streaming over on Twitch recently as Arcades Test, and I was looking at the fishing and trying to come up with a good method for, my career to use fishing to my advantage. And this I came up with. What I'm going to show you is what I came up with. It's best used for probably, like, if you need a few thousand just to pay for something real quick, like say you're low on diesel, you could do this real quick, easily make a benefit of a few thousand and pay for diesel or whatever fuel you need, or just get to pay for bringing out a ship. So, anyways, sit back, relax, hope you enjoy what you watch, hope you like what you see. If you do, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Helps out the channel immensely. And yeah, let's check this out. All right. So if you know what this is the fish selling point. I described them in the last video when we were talking about the fishing. This is the fishing vessel I ended up coming up with. I took my little small oil tanker and modifying it, giving it hoppers down here, and I'll show you why in a second, but in the end it looks like this underneath. So all the hoppers are facing downwards. Now I just went out and I've already sold a few of them because I accidentally had that left on from when I was messing with the stream, but for about 10-15 minutes I got 23, 38 fish, even though 23 got here. No, it's not the big fish story where one got away. I accidentally sold them, so to speak, without intending, because this thing was left on. So I highly recommend getting a remote set up for messing with this. You can see, you can hear that plop plop sound. That is it drawing all the fish out. Alright, there we're done. So, real quick, I just wanted to get it emptied out so I could show you what I did and why I have this constructed with hoppers like I do. It uses the fish's behavior as a way to... Yes, I kind of hate my buildings, okay? But we're going to be taking advantage of the fish's behavior when it comes to the fishing pole to take advantage of this. Are you serious? Right now? Okay, so we're underway. I've got that all sorted out from... and we're ready to go for the most part. But yeah, the technique kind of is simple, but at the same time, it's a little picky about this. It's like I said, it preys on the fish behavior, and in order to understand that, you got to sit there and watch it a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and I'll show you a little bit of that behavior and how you can take advantage of it to use this build to, or this method of using your hoppers to catch some fish. Okay, so the ship is stopped. As you can see, a few hundred meters offshore, which is fine enough. In fact, I think you could do this ashore, but the problem is due to the nature of the terrain, fish will get caught on the terrain, and you don't want that to happen. But if you want to take the time to do it over there, you can technically. Just you're going to have to reset a few times to fix the fish. But anyways, okay, so we have the lure here. First, let's take the fishing pole and cast out and understand something about the fish. So when they get a lure in, you see a bunch of them spawn in, and they end up going after the fish, or after the lure. It attracts them. You see? And they just start coming after it, and they take a bite at it, and they have like a chance of taking the lure, it seems. So, what we're going to do is take that same behavior So what 3, 2, 1. So what we're going to do is take that same behavior and put something in between them and the lure, which in this case is the boat and the hoppers. Now I'm just tossing it very slightly, so it's still sitting in the water, but it's sitting above the hoppers. Now I'm going to get back a little bit because I think your proximity affects the fish. And you can see we go use the camera. You will notice notice that with a little bit of time, fish start coming up. Now, what you'll notice is they tend to scurry. Well, the thing is, you see these? They're still turning right now. The boat is still, you know, kind of coming to a stop. And I believe the motion of the rotor of your propellers will spook them. So as they slow down, they will get closer and closer to the boat until finally they start coming, you know, right up to the hoppers to try to get that lure. Now, as you can see, they're starting to actually touch the boat. Now, if you've been sitting there a while and it looks like no more fish are coming up, just come up and recast it. And just try to cast it right there on top of your area. Because your proximity kind of spooks them as well. But thankfully, my boat's at just the right length. And you saw right there, that one bolted, and it bolted right into the hopper. So you'll have instances like that. Okay, so what you're seeing here is one of the behaviors I was talking about. See, while they're actually actively attempting to grab the bait, they can't be taken in by the hoppers. So you can actually let a number of them just collect up underneath the bottom side of these hoppers. And then wait, and then while you're still like in your camera mode like this, you can, you know, you can scroll your wheel and cause it to disappear. Now the funny thing is when they get like that, something will cause them to spook, and when that happens, they will get caught by the hoppers. Like you saw there in a few of those scenes where they were sitting there and then all of a sudden, you know, boom, they took off, but then they disappeared because they were getting caught by the hoppers. Now, this method's not the fastest. It can be fast, but it also can be pretty slow too. But what makes it so great is it's actually pretty fast for so little investment of time and resources. I mean, yeah, you gotta have a vessel capable of doing it, but if you're already working, you know, if you're working with a limited budget, it's not a lot of work for, you know, a good chunk of fish catching. Alright, so yeah, I'm back from that little bit of excursion. Keep in mind, you can see it's already going. Even though I thought I shut that off. But yeah, this, also try some sideways, because they seem to like to run into the sides of the boats as well. So take advantage of the fact that they're trying to get to the lure, and then try to plan your boat's hoppers around that idea. And just have them run into the hopper. They will just run into it. If they get close enough just the right way, they'll get skittish, and then they'll dart, and they'll dart right into the hoppers. And that's the method. And it generally, you can, if it's done well enough, you can probably go, you easily can go faster than anything you can get off of just straight fishing. But sometimes if it doesn't work out as well, it can be just as, just as slow as just doing it the reel and cast method, depending how fast you are with that. So, keep that in mind. So yeah, I thought I'd give that a share. Which, by the way, don't be afraid to wait for a tsunami to come through, because they actually tend to wash up fishes as well. And I actually had a pretty good experience where I got like 10 fish just from one tsunami washing, or rogue wave washing stuff up onto the shore. As you saw, I just grabbed a clownfish that was just plopping around on the ground. So yeah, I just went over a method that I thought might help for beginning or just after the beginning of career, for using fish to make some money, or to maybe grab some fuel in a pinch, or whatever you need the money for. So keep that in mind, and yeah, hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed what you watched. This is Arcades, signing out. Have yourself a good day.